Hello, church family. I pray that you've all been doing well as we've been dealing with the effects of the COVID-19 virus. As we all can see, this virus has caused a total disruption to the normality of life we once knew. Some of us, unfortunately, have lost loved ones due to this virus, others, employment, and I think it's fair to say that all of us have felt the oppression of the times that we're living in. As we look forward to the church reopening, things are going to be a little different. I wanted to keep you all informed as much as possible of the details that is given to me by the conference officials, as well as the hard work of our local leadership teams that are doing in order to provide the safest re-entry into the church as soon as possible. First, I want you to know that your conference administration wants nothing more than to get the churches back opened as soon as it is safe enough to do that. They are in constant talks with the core leadership team at Advent Health, as well as the union and the division leadership teams, making the best decisions for the Florida Conference churches. Please continue to pray for them as they process how to do this. So, with that being said, here is the most current information that I know. When the recommendation comes to reopen the church, it will be a fluid process according basically to the regions and the demographics of each church. For example, if the church is in an area that has been hard hit with the virus, that region may remain closed longer than other regions that weren't hit as hard due to the potential resurgence that could happen. Or if the demographics of those churches are filled with those who meet the requirements of the CDC as being compromised in health, those churches may also decide to remain closed longer. Locally speaking, I want to assure you that your leadership team has been meeting weekly to discuss what reopening the church is going to look like and the process and equipment that are going to be needed to ensure a re-engaging the congregants in a safe manner is being met. Some of the concerns that we're reviewing are the uses of masks by individual members who attend, having sanitation stations set up throughout the church, ensuring children's rooms are thoroughly sanitized after each use, and sustaining and a sanitizing wipe down of the church facility where members are congregating. Unfortunately, one of the areas that have come about from this is the concern for funding this project. We are not prepared as a church to deal with this type of incident. Getting these products for the reopening while at the same time preparing for this flu season to come with a possible, and notice I said possible, resurgence of this virus back in the flu season time frame is all going to take our support financially to make it happen and to keep the church opened and sustaining the mission that we currently have been commissioned by God to do. Therefore, I'm asking for your continued faithfulness in giving to the local church budget. The local church budget are monies that stay locally within the church and keeps the operation of the church in process. It is in that line item, the church operating expense. It is that line item where all of those expenses are paid from. And that includes the payment of all of our cleaning materials that we will need to make sure that this reopening is done in a safe manner. With that being said, though, church family, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your faithfulness through this downtime. I know it has been inconvenient. I know that it has been difficult. to get our tithe into the church for some. But I want to say to you, I appreciate your effort and I appreciate your concern for that. Our church doors may be closed, but our ministries themselves are still remaining open and they're going. And with your faithfulness, you're ensuring that our church family is cared for, as well as the mission going into the community. For example, our community service has shut down only for a temporary time frame, but is up and going and moving on almost a daily basis, caring for not only the community, but my friends, they're caring for our church family and making even door-to-door visits to ensure that food and items are being kept and met. It is your support that helps that to keep moving and to go forward. So thank you so very much for your continued faithfulness there. I also want to give an update in regards to the Florida Conference and the level of tithe that has come in. It is an absolute praise report that the Florida Conference has only received 1.39 reduction of tithe from last year. 1.39%. An absolute miracle. When we look at that, we can sit and smile and praise God because Satan will not have his foot on God's church. And God's mission will move forward. So as we've been talking and as I've been sharing that with you, please, again, keep in mind and in your heart on supporting your local church budget with your offerings so that we can continue to fight against the wiles of the devil. I also want to give you an update on the live streaming efforts that are going on currently. For those that are not aware of this project was completely donated by one of our members to ensure that we could share our message and mission with our local membership who may be shut in. But now as well, we have the opportunity to share with the entire globe. I can't say thank you enough for your kindness, thoughtfulness, and loving commitment to your church family with this donation. You have given us the opportunity to be able to share and increase God's kingdom. I also must say a huge thank you to our AV team for the continued dedication and getting all of the equipment installed and learning new software to get the best quality from this equipment. It has required hours of doing that. Unfortunately, we've been facing some delays in getting the project completed due to the slowdowns that we are experiencing because of the COVID and the shipping of the various parts to the church. We're almost complete and will soon be broadcasting around the globe our message and mission to continue the work of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I cannot be more excited about that. In closing, I ask, as you see the world begin to open, please continue to be patient. Please be patient with your conference administration team and your local leadership team. They are doing the best that we possibly can in trying to reestablish and reconnect and reopen our church. I will personally give you weekly updates on where we're at in the process, and if any conference-related information comes out sooner than that weekly update, I will ensure that I will make another video to send out to you. Your continued support means the world to me and to your local leadership team as we work together to reunite us into a new normal that we all now have. So, church family, may God bless you. May God bless you abundantly as we prepare to enter his holy and blessed sacred hours and truly rest with him on this Sabbath day. Until then, I will see you later. God bless you all. Bye-bye.